Let's talk about wearables. Google Glass, what's your take on it?
I think there's some positive points in the product. I think it's probably more likely to appeal to certain vertical markets. I think the likelihood that it has a broad range appeal, that's tough to see. But I think sort of bringing up the question a little bit, I think wearables is incredibly interesting. And I think it could be a profound area for technology.
So, okay, so you're really interested in TV, and you're incredibly interested in wearables.
Profoundly.
Profoundly.
Luckily, I can be interested in more than one thing at a time.
I know, it's great. It's awesome. So,
including taxes.
yeah, well, we could talk about,
we'll get to that.
We'll talk about taxes.
I was sure.
But,
I was
We
sure.
got 44 minutes. Fantastic.
Because apparently you can even do taxes on your products, right? You can compute them. But is wearables an area which you think is, when you look at the industry landscape, if we're in the post-PC era, which we're kind of on the hook of having said that, so we believe that,
and we really believe that.
And you really believe that, so
big way.
Is part of the post-PC era wearables that go beyond just sort of fitness devices that we have now and, you know, sort of geeky things?
Yes, I think so. I mean, you know, I wear this. It's a fuel band. I think Nike did a great job with this. It's for a specific area. It's integrated well with iOS. There are lots of gadgets, wearables in this space now. You've probably tried as many as I have, maybe even more. I would say that the ones that are doing more than one thing, that there's nothing, this does primarily one thing. There's the ones that do more than one, there's nothing great out there that I've seen. There's nothing that's going to convince a kid who has never worn glasses or a band or a watch or whatever to wear one yet, or at least I haven't seen it. So I think there's lots of things to solve in this space, but it's an area where it's ripe for exploration. It's ripe for us all getting excited about. I think there will be tons of companies playing in this.
And will Apple be one of them?
I don't want to answer that one, but you know, I see it as something, as another very key branch of the tree. You think about the post-PC era, and we really started talking about this several years ago. I think the iPhone pushed us toward that fast, and then the tablet accelerated it, if anything. And so I think wearables could be another branch on this. And so I think that this is something this group, I think, will be very engaged in over the...
So where are you going to wear?
We're at D20.
Right, D20, yeah.
Will you come to D20? And
I will.
And will you announce
my hair will look like yours.
It will, that's fine.
Let me ask you, wearables? Where are you interested? In the glasses, all over, or clothing, or what's the area?
Health related, I mean, what?
I'm interested in a great product. And I think in terms of glasses, I wear glasses because I have to. Mm-hmm. I can't see without them. So I kind of have that problem. I don't know a lot of people that wear them that don't have to. People that do wear them generally want them to be light. They want them to be unobtrusive. They probably want them to reflect their fashion, you know, their style and so forth. And so I think from a mainstream point of view, this is difficult. It's difficult to see.
But the wrist is not, or some other?
I think the wrist is interesting. You know, I'm wearing this on my wrist. It's somewhat natural. But as I said before, I think for something to work here, you first have to convince people it's so incredible that they want to wear it, because you two guys are wearing watches. Mm-hmm. If we had a room full of 10 to 20-year-olds and we said everybody stand up that has a watch on.
That just tells time, just a time.
I'm not sure anybody would stand up.
Yeah.
I don't see it. I mean, you look at what kids are wearing.
So what company?
Their watch is this.
All right, so what company could put something on their wrist that they'd want to wear?
I don't know.
Can you think of any?
I don't know. And I don't think it has to be just that. I think there are other wearable ideas that are
different sensors.
Could be interesting. Yeah, the whole sensor field is going to explode. It's already exploding. It's a little kind of all over the place right now, but with the arc of time, it will become clearer, I think.